Weeby, Tommy Two-Tone. We're live on YouTube with the most boring island. Hi, Teresa. We're live on YouTube for the most boring live stream ever on YouTube. Hi, Sarah. Guys, there's absolutely nothing going on. There's nothing going on. How do I go live on a kitty cat channel when the kitty cats won't do anything? I mean, for heaven's sake, it's a kitty cat rescue channel. But I need to finish the mowing. I knew that if I did not go live before I finished the mowing, I would be too hot, too tired, too blah afterwards. And I felt like we hadn't been live in several days over here. So even if it's the most boring video live stream ever on YouTube regarding cats, at least I could say hi to the peeps. Hi, Kim. Darlings, I don't know what to do when the cats are doing nothing on a cat channel. In regards to, announcement, in regards to our weekly opening of the packages. At this point, we only have one package, Teresa. At this point, we only have one package left to be opened. Here's why. Kimberly in Connecticut was kind enough to send 2 containers of litter. I got too lazy to go to the store and buy litter. The boss had brought home litter a day earlier in the week, and I had used it up. And I knew there was litter in that box. And Kimberly from Connecticut had already said, Miss Susan, go ahead and open it if you need it. And guys, it's been around like in the upper 90s Fahrenheit here. And I did. Hi, Roberta's World. So that box has already been opened and the litter has already been used, but I do have the 2 empty containers to show you if you need to see them. I used the last of it last night. Let's see. In further regard to package openings, you guys had already seen the photograph of the arrival of a particular package that came from Down Under with Love. Now, I wouldn't know that except some felines in the house, and you guys have seen pictures and a little bit of video of this, decided to open that box. Contained within was a beautiful bag of Blue Diamond cat food for kitty cats who have digestive problems, along with a toy. Now, I haven't opened the toy, but the kitties opened the bag of food. As you guys know, or hopefully have observed, once a bag of cat food in this place gets opened, it goes into a tightly sealed container. You also know that for 4 or 5 days now, off and on, I've been dealing with a rather large mouse. So I got to thinking about that yesterday evening, and I was like, you know, the kitties have torn the box open. Now they've ripped open the bag of food. If that mouse sneaks in here tonight, if it manages to get around the steel wool, hi BS, if it manages to get around the steel wool that I crammed in that one hole that I found, the boss brought me home like a, a rather large package for a rather large mouse of rather large steel wool pads. And there was this one hole. So they all went in there. But I thought, it can still maybe go into that drawer. And if it can get in here somehow, it might get into that bag of cat food. And if it does, it might leave droppings in it. And if it does, I'll have to throw out an almost full bag of very nice cat food sent by Down Under with Love. And I just wasn't going to do that. So last night I went ahead and fully opened that box up, took the little toy out, which we can look at that. I haven't even looked at it yet. That's one thing we can do on our most boring live stream ever on YouTube. And anyway, then I took the food and I put it in. I just went ahead and mixed it in with the indoor cat food in the sealed container. The mouse. Okay. No signs this morning. So I think it couldn't get through the steel wool if it's under the house. Now, I think it was Linda Wilson. Hi, Patty Ponytail. Hi, Jessie Jewel. Peppermint oil and Irish Spring soap. I've heard that too. Yes, I have heard about that. Can't remember. Linda, I think maybe it was you, but I'm not sure. That said, go around and see, you might have some openings you need to seal up. Well, the thing is this place is pretty solid. And I remembered that on a live stream, but I can't remember if it was this channel or our other channel. Hi, Sassy Ann. That I was out here doing a live stream and my termite inspection guys showed up. And I always say to the guys, hi, Chris, I always say to the guys, please be sure, and I did that day, to secure the covering to the opening of the crawl space. Make sure you've got that up there flush so that no cats or any, can get under the house. So, hi, Victoria. So, day before yesterday morning, when I had evidence that the mouse had been back in the house, I took the subscribers' recommendation and did a little, hi Cheryl, and did a little foundation inspection, where the house actually joins the cinder blocks and where the vents are and the foundation and all such as that. And the only place around our little bungalow, the boys had not quite, there was about this, maybe that much space right down at the bottom where that covering was not flush. Now, that was at around 3 a.m. night before last. Yeah, that I discovered that because I couldn't go to sleep because I was afraid a mouse was going to run across my face. So I had to come out and make sure to secure that. It had been moved a little bit, so I put bricks up against it. Yesterday morning, it had been moved a little bit again. Now it has a cinder block up against it. Because the rather large mouse is actually large enough that it can move things. but I don't think it can move a cinder block. So, in closing regarding the mouse, this lighting is terrible for me, but oh well. No signs in the drawer. Steel wool still in the hole. Covering still secure to the crawl space up under the house. This morning. BS. BS. I've had, if you're laughing at me, you little stinker pot. There's just something about that thought. I mean, what is it about a mouse anyway? Why do we have that reaction? It's just a little rodent. I mean, it's not like they're wolf rats. I wish you guys could have seen the 8 cats and 1 rather large mouse. They were literally like, if you've ever seen an old Western and they say circle the wagons, you know, so they circle up the covered wagons and there's like this central area within the circle. Okay, well, the 8 rescued cats, who are obviously quite well fed, they circled the wagons and the mouse was the focal point. And they were all like just having a little, oh, hi. Nice to meet you. Welcome. We're glad you're here. We'd be more than happy to share our cat food with you. No. So I know, BS. And the thing is BS, I know I've said this before, but you know, we've been here almost 10 years in this little bungalow. Never had a single mouse. So now there had been some mice. There was evidence when we got the place. There was evidence that there had been, but the place had been empty for a little while. So, you know, before we moved in, I did the top to bottom cleaning, the sanitizing of everything like a person, in my opinion, should do when they're moving into a place that has been previously occupied and you don't know who those people were, whatever. But we had, the same people that do our termite inspection. Before we moved in, they came and did like in the attic, under the house, in the walls and all that business, just to be sure. So, you know, where this biggin came from, I think it's a field mouse. I don't think it's a house mouse. An incredibly bold mouse. I mean, it sauntered. You know, it didn't even like, well, when we got to the point that the story I've already told on the video that I did, 8 cats, 1 rather large mouse, and a broom, is the title of it on here. By the time Dastardly Doolittle and Deuce McKenzie and I figured out our funneling system to get it to run out the back door, which we did successfully, up until then, it was a sauntering mouse, a casual, laid-back mouse, with no particular worries from 8 rather large cats who thought it was a friendly little visitor. So, but once it realized it could get out that back door, it went from saunter and stroll to skitter until it got on the back step. And then it sat on the back step and just looked back up at me. And I was like, you need to go home, which is not here. And I made a movement and it went down over the side of the steps and sat down in the leaves and looked up at me. And I was like, hi, Kiki, man. I was like, I'm saying, Chris, it's a laid back mouse. It could definitely be. So let's see. So we have one box left to open. And the little toy that came with the food from Down Under with Love. So we can do that. But guys, it's just with the heat, etc. The outdoor rescues, they gather up. They're at the front door for their morning feeding, the routine. You know, we have a routine here. And let's see, Bandit has been here. Bandit was here day before yesterday. He was here yesterday morning, but he wasn't here this morning. We all know Bandit kind of, sometimes he's here, sometimes he isn't. But all the other babies were at the front door this morning as usual. But in this heat, darlings, as soon as they get their food, they're pretty much going for their cool places. Now we've got, let me see here. Let me put this cigarette up. Thank you, Kim, for welcoming folks into the most boring live stream ever on YouTube. And guys, we're not going to be on here all that long. I really just wanted to connect with you. And I had made that short upload yesterday after doing some mowing and uploaded it to both channels, as you kids know. And I did it for the very reason I said. There literally are those of you out there that if you don't see me for a day, you get worried. And thank you. I mean, I don't mean you get, oh my God, what's happened to Miss Susan? But, you know, I'll start getting comments under the video like from the day before. Miss Susan, are you okay? Or those of you who communicate with me through instant messenger will send me, you know, everything okay? And I'm like, so I thought I would just do that short upload yesterday to go, yeah, babies, everything's fine. It's just hot as a firecracker. And, you know, good morning, that one girl, Allie. Good to have you over. Where's Cotton Candy? Like that's any of our beeswax. So all of that is to say, babies, on my other channel, I can talk endlessly about just about anything that we might come up with over there. But this is a cat channel. So I feel weird like this. The reason I called it the most boring live stream ever on YouTube is because I'm going live basically just to go, hey, I love you guys. Everything's fine. And we already opened all but one of the packages. No worries. Hi, Hilda. Hi, Nani Tina. And when we get finished with our rather short, very boring live this morning, I have one small section to finish mowing before it gets too bad. Hi, Tammy T. Mr. Grayson is your man. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see. Let me put this in my pocket. Hang on. Let me secure my soda over here. And then pick your kids up and we can at least flip the lens for a moment and get a gander at our Tommy two-tone. Who's having a little self-grooming. I don't usually have my garden hose in such disarray. I had been doing some watering and I just pulled it up here like that to get it out of the way for the mowing. And I thought I saw Weber's. But no. Hey, who are you and what are you doing out here? Guys, we turned our back for 1 second and this really super handsome dude just showed up on the catio, acting all nonchalant. You know they're looking at you, right? Guys, it's the boss's Saturday off. Sassy Ann, you love the animals. You are looking at the biggest animal in this household. He's a real animal. And he's got one package to open because the cats have opened the other ones. What are you doing out here, boss?
Trying to decide what I want to do today.
Trying to decide what you want to do today? Will you open the one package for us that we've got?
All right.
Here in a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. So guys, let's see. Tommy Two-Tone. Darlings, we're not going to see anybody else outside, I don't think. Mr. Grayson, are you in your house? No. Yeah, darlings, we just got Tommy Two-Tone outside right now. And I thought for a little while, you guys, go ahead, boss, if you're needing around. I thought for a little while, like yesterday morning, that something had happened to this stray rooster, because yesterday morning I didn't hear it crowing or anything. But then this morning, way off in the distance, the boss said, I hear that rooster crowing. He's crowing over there. He's walked through the woods and maybe he's trying to find his way home. But anyway, so yeah, nobody's, I was going to check the bushes here. Sometimes somebody's here. Oh, babies, we're not going to get to see any outdoor rescues other than Tommy. I'm sorry. Okay, let me flip you back around. I'm sorry. I need to figure out a way, you know, that I did that one pre-recorded upload of the morning feeding of the outdoor kitties, and it was like mayhem. But there's got to be, usually the feeding is at 6:30 to 7, sometimes a little bit later in the morning. I wonder, you know, I've never done a really early morning live. Maybe rather than trying to record it, I could set the camera up over, you know, over there somewhere pointing towards the feeding area like I tried it on the recording, but actually just go live, like really early in the morning. I don't know if anybody would show up or not, but it might be beneficial to our members, subs, and viewers who are across the pond, you know, because we have folks who watch us from Great Britain. And we actually have one viewer that it's 7 hours later for them than it is for us. So I don't know. We can try it. I can try it and see. Oh, it's so nice and cool. Baby, you're going to have to turn that volume down or I'll get a copyright strike. The boss always forgets. Okay, so Baby Dumpling. He knows his name. Trey Amigos. Julie Newmar. This McKenzie. The boss. Baby, can you hit the light switch? Okay. And there's one box. We got one box. And Wang Chang Cheetah Burrito is sitting on it. But as you guys can see, those are the boxes that I'd already opened. The one on the bottom had the food and the toy. This one and the one that it's in both had litter in them. And the boss and the kitties are going to see what's in this one. The boss was saying that he's got to figure out what he's. Pearl DeVere, hi, honey. Hi, Yorkshire Rose. Speaking of those who watch from across the pond, those are two of our beautiful viewers from across the pond.
There's your will.
Bearshow. Oh, the boss heard me say Yorkshire Rose, and he said, "You better show Willow." There she is, Yorkshire. Oh, her eyes. Okay, now we got the boss. What do we got, boss? What's that?
Food.
Okay.
And it's from Kimberly in Connecticut.
From Kimberly in Connecticut. Okay, it was Kimberly. Who said, okay, it's for little old man. She left a message or a chat, I can't remember which, the other day saying, ironically, I just ordered food for a little old man. Tammy T, I know her eyes are just stunning. Boss, what is it? Guys, I have no idea. Hi, DJ. If I've missed anybody in chat, I'm really sorry. I'll try to catch you here in a minute. It said this side down. You got the side that says down, up, baby. This man opens, but oh, look. Oh, my word. Little old man has hit the jackpot. Okay, but sweetheart, so we have, what is it, 12 cups of tasty layers, right? Okay, and 24 cups of little old man's favorite Meow Mix seafood favorites. Oh, thank you so much, Kimberly in Connecticut. Thank you. Hey, guys, you know what I was going to say about the boss was sitting there saying he's trying to decide what he's going to do today? I could throw out a suggestion like maybe putting together that habitat over there in that box that the kitties are sitting on. Like I told you guys the other day, I even said to the boss, I said, I will give you permission to put it together in the house in the air conditioning. You don't have to be outside in that heat on the porch. All right. Yeah. See? If it fits, I sits. So Kimberly from Connecticut, thank you so much for your generous gift of food for little old man. Yorkshire, that's Wang Chang Cheetah Burrito. One of our 2 FIV positive rescues. He thinks he runs the place. Or at least he thought he was running the place until she came along. As you guys know, she's the tiniest. She's also the thug. She's pugilistic. I mean, she'll start a fuss for absolutely no reason, just to have a fuss. She also likes to clean my fingernails. She's so weird. She's so funny. I love her so much. We love them all. We love them all. But those eyes, you guys, I mean, golly. And everybody knows, I know BS, everybody knows, or maybe you're new. So if you're new, sometimes I need to remind or let you know if you didn't know at all. This little girl was saved from a drug house. Everybody in that house went to jail when the police raided it. She came to live with us. And been here about 3 years now. So, all right. I hear Ninja Kitten's Raising Cain in there. The thing is that room is an absolute disaster. I crashed in there last night. I was restless, so the day bed's not even made. Hey, little man. Sorry about the noises, guys. It's just the boss bringing the food back to the storage area. Let's check in with little old man while we're here. Little man. Hey, can you wake up long enough to say hi to everybody? Little man. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my thumb with a knick-knack paddywhack, gave the dog a bone. This old man came strolling home. Little old man is severely crippled. His front legs are gnarled. We very rarely get to see them. I get to see them because when I bring his food and he maneuvers himself around to eat, I try to get pictures and video of them so you guys can see what he deals with. But it's kind of hard to do because usually when I am tending to little old man's routine and his care, it's just me and little old man. We don't have the camera rolling or anything. Just me and him. But little old man is the second of our two FIV positive cats. FIV is the feline version of HIV. It is not transmitted through the sharing of food or water. It's transmitted if they fight and bite. Little old man, well, you guys know. He's my baby. He's my baby. I was looking at his ankles. I know the lighting is not so hot. Let me see if I can get a little bit better lighting. Hi, Victoria. I don't know if that'll help or not because he's got shade cloth almost all around him, guys. But right, okay, see his ankle. The swelling is going down. He gets the Consequin every day that's sent by Elizabeth Lander. He gets one capsule. Hi, Kim in Colorado. BS, honey, we don't know. I'll quickly go over it because BS and some others may not be familiar at all with little old man and some of the stories of the different rescues here. BS, let's see, earlier this year, Yes. It was either earlier this year or late last year. A woman who lives up the road abandoned, she moved and abandoned little old man and a little solid black female that we called Onyx while she was with us. They found us because we keep, for the outdoor rescues, we have this feeding routine. So, little old man and his little companion Onyx, I'm sorry, getting emotional. They found us. And one morning, Onyx was already too far gone, and we didn't realize it. So she wasn't here for very long, and I found her one morning uh, in the cat house that the boss had built for the outdoor rescues that used to be on the front porch, but now it's by the barn. We named her Onyx based on the recommendation of one of our valued subscribers here. And then this spring, I believe it was in April, and one day, the little old man couldn't get up. He was out in the yard and he couldn't get up. And his story began with Dr. Sarton, our vet. Dr. Sarton came for a house call, and little old man got put in the soft carrier and taken to the veterinary hospital for 4 days and 3 nights. He was put under sedation, had full body x-rays. He has a neurological condition, and the joints in what would be our ankles are severely deformed. And his front legs resemble the hands of someone who is terribly, terribly affected by arthritis. They're misshapen, bent, and gnarled. So we created this safe space that he is in now, BS. It's a rather large. I'm trying to back up. I'm in my laundry. This is my laundry room and storage area. But as you can see, it's not a castle, but it's efficient and sufficient, and he is content. He can make it to his litter box, which I keep overfilled with litter so that he doesn't have to struggle so much to step up, over, and down. And because he's resting babies, we're not going to do the bed change today. But I'm going to do the bed change today, but I'm not going to try it on the live. And as you can see, he had a really good breakfast, and I need to watch up his... Boss, you making all kinds of noise over there. What are you up to, buddy? You going to see if there's a charge? What are you going to do with that drill if there is a charge?
Put together the habitat.
Put together the habitat. Oh, great. Okay. All right. So, guys, I guess we will venture into the BS. He's comfortable. He's loved. He is very, very well tended. And because he is not ambulatory, being in this habitat is not mean or, I can't think of it. It's not animal abuse. It's animal rescue. If he weren't here like this, he cannot defend himself. He literally has no defense against anything. Illness, infection, predators, or stray roosters for that matter. So where there are people, I'm sure, that would go, well, that's pretty mean to put him in. Well, if you were here and you understood, if you think that, and I can understand why some would, but if you actually were with little old man 24/7 like I am, you would understand. There's only one alternative to this, and he ain't ready for it, and neither am I. His eyes are clear and bright. He does not have fever. His nose does not run. And he and I get along just fine and dandy. So, and the hammock up there, he can't get in it. I put it there. It's a kitty hammock. I put it there on the off chance that he might try. But no. So no climbing for little old man. All right. Now, before we say goodbye, Carrie Bishop must still be asleep. You know, she's 2 hours behind us. The lazy bones. Carrie Bishop, cue the dramatic music. And everyone, if you're new, there's no telling what we're about to see, and I'm not kidding. I also just remembered I have a YouTube channel running on my desktop computer in my office, so I will have to hurriedly do something in order to avoid a copyright strike or whatever. So, cue the dramatic music to enter the domain of the Kraken cats, the ninja kittens. Struggle is real. Oh my goodness, struggle is real. Hi, Poppy Red. Struggle is real. Thank you for your $49.99 super sticker. Sonia. Thank you for your super sticker. Hi, Poppy. Babies, don't forget you have custom emojis. It's the only cool thing you get as a member. Okay. Don't. Hi guys. Guys, we'll be right back. And by guys, I mean kitties. Not you guys. I'm carrying you with me. But this is going to be a weird angle because let me turn my, okay guys, I needed to turn my monitor off and the volume down. I'm sure that the gentleman that I was watching, he's friendly with me. It's in a different sector on YouTube. It's in the true crime community. And I'm sure that he wouldn't strike me, but you know. So there is Utah, who keeps taking off his collar. There's some Lucille. This is my office, which I share with the four of them. I'm going to pan up because the day bed is not made. There's me in 1982. But here's Summer. Summer Lucille. And the Kraken. The folks that have been around for a while know, hi Crochet. Folks that have been around for a while know that The ninja kittens were rescued out of a storm drain several days before their eyes were opened. They are identical ginger tabby quadruplets, 2 males, 2 females. Yes, spayed, neutered, etc. There's Sir Arthur Wells. I'm not sure who just careened under the bed. Lady Opal Moon is chasing a fly. This was our guest room. Most of you already know that. I have grandchildren who are wanting to come and visit in September to plan Christmas. I think I'm going to have to get them motel rooms because every spare inch in the guest room is taken up by the ninjas. I don't. So I have a month to figure that out. I may end up telling the grandkids, and I think it's only going to be a couple of the girls that are going to come in September. And my oldest granddaughter is the mother of my great grandson, who always comes with mommy. He's in grade school now. But, in May, hi, Ho and Flo. Let me sit you guys down for a second before we say goodbye. Let me turn the speaker off so we don't get the static. My oldest granddaughter contacted me yesterday and said, Grandma, what would you think of us having Christmas at your house? And let's do the rule, no brand new gifts. All gifts must either be handmade, homemade, or from a thrift shop. And I thought that was a really good idea. Hi, Still in Leather. So I know it's got nothing to do with cats other than I've got to figure out where I'm going to put, depending on who all comes. But she was like, well, how about if we come down? Chris, isn't that a cool idea? I love it too. I think it's probably going to be like her and then her youngest. There are 4 girls in that son's set. The youngest is the one that just graduated high school. So probably is going to be the 2 of them and my great grandson. But she was like, well, how about if we come down in September and we'll figure out the deets for Christmas? And so we've got a queen size blow up bed. And I think we might do like the old days. By the old days, I mean by when I was a kid. Everybody brought their own pallet. I have carpeted padded floors. And the living room sofa is a pull-out hide-a-bed. I'm thinking, why can't I just, make sure cat hair is vacuumed up really well? And, we'll have pallets and just have a living room full of grandkids sleeping all over the place. Have to step over them when I get up in the morning to cook biscuits and gravy. So, anywho. Well, darlings, I don't have anything else for you. Like I said in the title, it's pretty much the most boring live stream ever on YouTube. Ninja Kitten's going crazy. Everything's good here. The boss's hand has healed extremely well. He doesn't have to go back to see his surgeon for a year unless something happens. He got one of those things where you do this to work on his grip. His surgeon said, look, man, you've had a major, major injury. It's going to be at least a year before we even know your status quo, dude. But I wanted to let you guys know because you've been so supportive of DeBoss and I both since he got that, since his left hand met up with a spinning table saw blade on March the 4th of this year. And you all were so wonderful to help us get the watch hours built up on this channel during that time, to help us to get monetized, to get where we could get members and, you know, get the super chats and stickers that have been so generously given here today. Wicked Bob, I know, still in leather. Victoria, it's very kind of you, honey. But I mean, it is a cat channel, so sometimes I feel kind of weird. It's like, you know, meow. But, you know, thank you all that due to your kindness, your prayers, your generosity, your support, monetarily, your support through your emotional support, everything has enabled us to be now where we are today, that the boss is in there putting together a kitty cat habitat. If it weren't for you guys, that likely or very likely may not have happened, because you guys helped us when we needed it. But anyway, back to what started all that. Everything's great here. You know, no worries really about anything. It's a beautiful morning. Oh, yeah. I think I'll just sit right down and smile for a while. I better not do any more than that because we could get a copyright strike. Okay, so in closing, I'll tell you what. Let's walk back out here. Oh, Tammy T. Those two. What's on the other side of that door, babies? What is on the other side of that door? Hi, Deb. Baby, you're coming in at the end. We're almost at an hour, and you know I try to keep it over here around an hour. You know, let's go see. I'm going to flip the lens back at my old wrinkly face. And I walk in here. Mm-hmm. Sorry about the poor camera work. I was trying to turn the volume down. Well, he wasn't kidding, you guys. We don't want to get in your way. We don't want to make you nervous. And I'm fixing to end the live stream, baby. But we're super nosy, so we had to come and see what was going on. So, as you guys can see, the boss is putting the second habitat that was gifted to us by Flies on the Coleslaw. Coleslaw Kitty Stalkers, actually. Coleslaw Kitty Stalkers is comprised of Flies on the Coleslaw, one of our moderators here, and her husband and their granddaughter. And, oops, hang on. I just remembered. Sorry about the drill noise, but the boss is working. So from Down Under with Love, we received a 7-pound bag of Blue Buffalo Tasteful Sensitive Stomach Natural Adult Dry Cat. For your hungry brood of feline loveliness. And also from Down Under with Love, interactive cat ball toy, motion activated automatic moving ball toy with long tail teaser. I bet I'm gonna have to charge it up. Yeah, I gotta charge it. Hi, Miss Kitty. But what? Okay, so it's a little ball. And it has a tail. My vision. My vision. There we go. And I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait. I'm going to, as soon as we end the live, I'm putting this little thing on a charger. Down Under with Love, honey. If you see this, thank you so much. Oh, I can hardly wait. I think it's going to be really cool. Self-activated. Let's see, what is it? Okay, it has a fast mode, a slow mode, an interactive mode. It works on bare floors or thin carpet or thick carpet. And they even have recommendations for the setting, for what kind of floor surface it's on. A P36 Smart Cat toy. Okay. All right, it's got how to turn it on and all that. It has a voice. It says the voice is on by default. Press the button twice to turn it off. And then it has a voice. So I'm glad I walked over here, or I would have forgotten to show you. I know, Victoria. I gotta go ahead and put it on charge. And guys, it has an extra tail. And still in leather everywhere I go. Y'all, if you weren't here, Still in Leather, who I think she's still in chat, sent, and Still in Leather, I'm loving the videos. I want to come where you live. It's beautiful. Anyway, I know we can't, but I can fantasize. All right, so anyway, when Still in Leather sent the blankets that she made for the outdoor rescues for this winter to keep them warm, she sent buku kitty cat toys that she made. And these, they're baby socks. I haven't got half the video Still in Leather. Okay, and now like in this one, there's two little bells in the end. I don't know, I can't. Okay. And she stuffs the foot of the sock. Yeah, it's babies. Baby socks. I'm telling Still in Leather how she does her own crafting. But it's fiber fill. And then she ties them securely so that the kitties can't undo it. Sorry, hang on. I got my fingernail caught in, I've got a little hangnail here. Right there, and I got it caught in the yarn. But they're adorable. Julie Newmar, catnip and polyfill. I thought, yeah, they're all over the house. They carry them around. And you guys have already seen Julie Newmar, her box. Okay, it's been an hour, so let's go ahead and shut it down. But let's just go look just in case. Because she's still small. Yep. Julie Newmar thinks that she is the only kitty cat in this whole house that is allowed to have toys. DJ, aren't they adorable? I love them. And more importantly, the kitties love them. So, all right, guys. Well, there's Julie Newmar. And the boss is working. BS, yes, they will steal your hair ties. Some of these cats are almost like ferrets, especially Julie Newmar. Speaking of eyes, look at those eyes. You guys, if you happen to see the little thing too that I posted, I knew nothing about snowshoe cats. So I posted a little info because one of our viewers, and I'm so sorry, I cannot remember who it was. But one of you guys said, Julie Newmar looks like a snowshoe cat. So I went and started looking. And for sure, you guys, she does. She definitely has the markings of a snowshoe, which was like an accident. It was an accidental breeding thing that I've got the information. I think it's either posted on our community tab or it's in the description beneath a very recent video. Thank you, Kiki E-Man, for asking people to give us the thumbs up. But she, after I received, isn't she Still in Leather? After I received that information, that input from our viewer, I started looking stuff up. So we accidentally got a snowshoe. And of course, you guys know that Julie, Trey, and Deuce are triplets. And this is Trey Amigos. His markings are more like tabby-ish and Siamese-ish. Oh gosh, did I just show that video? Doggone it. Oh, I hope I don't get in trouble for that. I think I just had my camera pointed at YouTube on TV. Guys, I may have to edit the end of this video. So let me go ahead and tell you guys how much I love you, how much the boss loves and appreciates everything that you do for us, everything you do for the cats. Kids, please, please remember to spay and neuter your fur babies. Please remember to be kind to wildlife. They were here first, and we are encroaching on their habitat. They're not encroaching on ours. Most importantly, please be kind one to another. It doesn't hurt a single bit, and it doesn't cost you one thin dime. And as I've told you kids before, there's a really good book out there that will tell you it will come back to you tenfold. And it will come to you when you very least expect it, yet very most need it. So God bless and keep you all. Thank you for your super chat, your super sticker today. Your generosity, gifts, and love. So on behalf of the boss and all 20 to 22 rescues, depending on the day, here at Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction. What's new, pussycats? Oh, 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 Whiskers! You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. We love you guys. If I can get it in.